Johnny was the son of a millionaire in LA. One day, Johnny threw a cruise party with his friends by making an appointment to set sail on a sunny morning. As the cruise continued to the middle of the sea, the clear sky suddenly became dark, and the storm began to form. Strong winds and high waves caused their boat to sway heavily.
Oh my gosh, what should we do? I don't want to die. I haven't confessed my love to Megan yet.
We shouldn't have come to your invitation. We are going to die.
When the storm grew more and more stronger, unexpectedly, their ship sank so quickly because of the storm.
Where am I? Will, Randy, Mark, where are you guys? I'm starting to get scared. Is there anybody here? Does anyone hear me? Is there anyone here?
Since he was a millionaire's son, which made his past lives comfortable, he felt so afraid because he didn't have any survival skills. Moreover, he never had to do anything on his own, which is why he worried that he might die sooner.
How would you live here? How do you eat and sleep? You are surely going to die.
Come on, at least you survive and you don't have to die in the middle of the sea.
While he's thinking about the ways, suddenly it started raining, which forced him to find some shelter.
I need to find shelter before I freeze to death.
While he was looking for a shelter, he saw a big tree on the beach.
That's a tree. What a lucky day. I almost had to stay in the rain.
He inevitably slept under the tree on the first night. He tried to embrace himself to stay warm until he fell asleep because of tiredness. As the time passed, the rain began to stop, and he suddenly woke up with a fright, seeing nothing but darkness. He was freaking scared, but he reluctantly lay down under that tree. The next morning, he started to figure out the way to survive on this isolated island.
The first thing that I have to do is to find a firewood, to kindle a fire and look for a shelter, so I don't have to suffer with the cold and fear of darkness.
He finally found the firewood for setting the fire. But how could he do it? He never kindled the fire before.
Wait, I used to learn how to kindle the fire when I was a kid. It's time to use it.
After that, he began to build a shack from what he found on the island. Later on, a small shack was done, but it lacked durability as it would tumble down if the storm came.
Finally, I made it. I don't have to sleep under that tree anymore.
Since he hadn't eaten for 2 days, he was starving, so he started looking for supplies around the island. As he was walking, he heard a strange noise coming from the back of a nearby rock. He decided to approach that rock. It appeared that a large colorful parrot was lying wounded.
Wow, it's a beautiful parrot right here. Wait, did he get hurt?
You just ignore him. Just let him here. If you take him with you, you must share your food with him.
If you take care of him, you will get a buddy to talk on this island.
Interesting.
Out of pity, he decided to save that food and brought him back to his hut. After he took care of the wound on the parrot, he continued to look for the food. Finally, he saw a bunch of bananas with ripe yellow buds.
Oh wow, that's a bunch of bananas. What a good day. Maybe this should be enough.
When he got the bananas, he brought the bananas back to his hut and ate them, and also fed that parrot. After were sharing good times with each other while living on the island. One evening, the rain clouds over the island's coast began to form a huge whirlwind, moving closer to Johnny's house. Just a few hours later, the rain poured down heavily with a raging storm. Johnny hurried to hide in the house, but the storm was much more intense than before. It was hard, and his lungs. As the storm intensified, Johnny decided to take Sunday to find a temporary shelter from the storm. He found a cave that was enough to escape the storm, and he was in that cave, in despair and discouragement.
It's all over. The hut that you built was destroyed. The supplies that you had been striving for were completely destroyed. Where are you going to sleep after this?
It's okay. At least you and Sunday are still safe. Even though it was destroyed, you can rebuild it.
After the storm subsided, Johnny slowly came out of the cave and looked outside. He saw the damage from the storm and began to search for the remaining belongings. But he got saddened because his stuff was blown to the shore. It was completely swept away by the storm. He felt extremely discouraged and desperate as he was staring at the emptiness in front of him. But it's still good to have a little friend by his side because he wouldn't have to face the atrocity alone. Afterward, he started to keep going. He went straight to the forest to find firewood, and he shot and finding food. While he was walking, he found wild in the trap he had set.
Thanks God. At least there was a food when I
He happily returned to the cave with the trap shaken. But then, as he approached the cave, he heard Sunday's painful cry, along with the image of his forming in agony on the ground. He immediately ran straight to the cave to see Sunday, and found that he had been bitten by a snake on his chin. Suddenly, Johnny felt pain on the side of his soul that caused his tears to fall down both of his cheeks. He carried Sunday to his lap before Sunday's body slowly calmed down with his heart stopped beating.
No! Sunday! You can't die! How can I live without you?
He wept all night that his only friend had passed away. The next morning, he still couldn't stop grieving with Sunday day.
That's enough. You are too sad. Sunday is already living peacefully.
He left peacefully? He was bitten by a snake. Before dying, he was very painful. And how are you going to live from now on? Someday is a part of your life.
Yesterday, his house collapsed and his belongings were damaged by the storm. But he got through bad situations because he has a best friend that made him not feel alone. The terrible event had just passed. Today, his one and only partner suddenly passed away. He felt hopeless, exhausted, and helpless to continue living. He was burying his lifeless body. Then he walked to the cliff hopelessly.
You have nothing left in your life. Your body already passed away. You have nothing left to live for. Let's end your life. You're going to die here somehow.
Please don't jump off the cliff. You have to be alive because suicide is not the best solution for this.
How can you survive then? You can't survive by yourself here. You will not face any difficulties here if you decide to jump off the cliff.
Don't you think about your dad's feeling to end your life? Maybe he's been looking for your disappearance. So you need to be patient and never give up.
If your dad were fighting you, he would already have met you.
Eventually, Johnny decided to end his life, so he walked up to the high cliff. But then, he heard the sound of a nearby helicopter. He was suddenly full of hope, wishing the helicopter not take him at this desolate land. He began to wave his hand. Luckily, some people on the helicopter saw him right away, so he decided to land on the ground. He found out that his dad was one of people getting off the helicopter. Seeing that his beloved son was still alive meant a lot to him. He suddenly prayed to God. Johnny walked up to hug his dad with tears of gladness on his cheeks. The moment that he embraced his dad was the best thing ever, and today was the happiest day.
Oh, thanks God, you are safe now. Let's go back home.
Yes, Dad. I have missed you like crazy. Thanks that you finally found me.